Welcome, coconuts, to another episode to our channel, Lantern Light Adventures. Tonight we're playing an Empty Dream, our Girl by Moonlight game. My name is Archangelic or Mal. My pronouns are she, her, and tonight I'm going to be your director. So let's go ahead and introduce our players in the one true alphabetical order.
I hope that one true alphabetical order never ends. Um, my name is Chantel. My pronouns are they, them. I play Nif, pronouns she, her, aka Concordia, pronouns they, them, and I am playing the playbook The Harmony.
Hello, everyone, in true CED order. I am L. I almost said my last name, which would have been bad. I'll just dox myself right here. Anyways, I am L, and today I will be playing Cary Milan Evander Lyall, aka Lykos, who is using the Outsider playbook, uses they, them in both mundane and transcendent, and is set to have a fun time.
Hello, I'm Dozens More Billions. I am playing Janus Quinn, girl scientist and time traveler. Pronouns she, her. Also known as Cronos. Pronouns it, its.
Okay, that's me now. All right. Hey, friends. I am Soliloquy or Jaden. I'll answer to either. You can find me most places online as FatSapphicBro. I use they, them pronouns. I will be playing the unlikely hero, Calliope Rodrigues, she, her pronouns, and Verdade, they, them pronouns. Welcome back to our space here at Lantern Light Adventures. This is home to all of our TTRPG and related content on Twitch. All of our games are also uploaded to our Lantern Light Adventures YouTube channel. There's a link to our link tree in the chat. Click on that. It'll take you to all of our various social media pages so you can follow us everywhere we are. If you want to keep up to date on everything we're doing, feel free to also join our Discord, which is linked in the chat. Thanks for joining us today for An Empty Dream, our Girl by Moonlight actual play. We stream this game most Tuesdays from 6 to 9 p.m. PST. As for where you can find us the rest of the week, on most Sundays from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. PST, we stream Era of the Dragons, our D&D 5e actual play set in Mal's homebrew world. Most Mondays from 6 to 9 p.m. PST, we stream It Waits for No One, a modern fantasy tale. This is our Monte Cook Games Cypher System actual play, and we built the world collaboratively using I'm Sorry, Did You Say Street Magic? That world building session has been uploaded to Patreon as a Patreon exclusive and can be unlocked at any paid tier. Our paid tier start at $1, so check it out if you're interested. We also record an audio cast after show for some of our games where we go over any necessary advancement steps, debrief from the games, and go over our stars and wishes for the session. You can listen to these for free on our Patreon at patreon.com/lanternlightadventures. All of these after shows will always be free, but we appreciate any contributions and support as it helps us continue to bring you awesome queer content. Just as a reminder, each month we take the last 7 days of the month off so that we can edit and prepare more content for y'all, as well as have a bit of a break to handle our day-to-day responsibilities. And finally, in support of a free Palestine, we'll be sharing the GoFundMes for various families. The first family we are trying to help out is the Masood family. Dahlia and her husband Rami and their 4 children are in great need. Dahlia and Rami used to work as pharmacists, but they have since lost their home and their pharmacy. Their goal is set at 50,000 euros, and they have raised 39,574 euros as of this afternoon. Any help and support you can offer would be amazing. Their GoFundMe is linked in the chat and is also in our link tree. Thanks so much, y'all.
Thank you so much for those announcements. And without further ado, let's do a little bit of a recap. So, the last mission you went on was to investigate what is going on at Storm Enterprises. You managed to defeat the various foes at the facility for Storm Enterprises, stopping a plot to use some device to open a rift to the Dreaming. In the process of that, several of your enemies got away, but you managed to lob Blacktail, the ostensible leader of this group, back into the Dreaming and close the rift, saving the day once again. But you have been now having your obligation and downtime, and you've noticed that something is causing the people around you to act more strange than normal. And though you've shaken a few people out of that, you don't know how far that may extend. But you've begun to do your downtime, helping each other heal from the battle that you had earlier. And in the process of this, getting Janus and Cary to heal, Callie and Nif left them alone, and those two began talking. And I think that's where we're going to pick up, right there.
Cary, I don't think that I can move forward until I've said this anymore at this point. I love you and I want to be with you. And I need to know how you feel about that and about me and about us.
Janus, everything feels so big and final, and I'm still scared. I'm scared of what's coming. I'm scared of what's happening to our friends. I'm scared of what happened to me. And I don't know if I can be the person who you deserve to love, the person who deserves your love, but I will try because I do love you. And I will find a way to be the person who deserves you, to be the person who you deserve. You make me want to be better.
I am going to work so hard at helping you realize that you already are that person and you always have been.
Honestly, I'm glad that you said something because I was kind of nervous. I mean, I wanted to say something, but I didn't know with everything going on if it would be an appropriate time to say something, but is there ever going to be an appropriate time to say something?
No, there's only inappropriate times. This is an inappropriate time, but we're running out of times.
I'm scared about what the future holds, and I'm scared about what happened to me, but I can be a little less scared with you, and maybe we could be scared together.
Nothing would make me happier as long as we get to do it together.
Yeah. I'm just going to say it again because I feel like it was kind of rushed in my whole monologue and it was kind of taking a turn for a second, but I do love you, Janus.
I did not miss that. I heard
Okay,
that
good.
very much.
I needed to make sure that you heard it because if you didn't hear it, I would have to say it again. I would have to say it louder, actually.
That's yes, you would have to, wouldn't you?
I love you.
I love you.
I hate to be the one who's like, we're playing a game, but do we want to mechanize this into making some connections?
Yes.
I mean, it would be unfair not to get a connection after that.
I feel like I need express roles from both of you. If this is going to be like your downtime action to
my
make
gosh.
links
Yeah,
with each
I'll take one.
What a euphemism. Can we mechanize this into making a connection?
I'm really hoping the dice are kind. This would be
I
the
swear.
worst
Okay,
place to
I'm-
roll a 1.
Cary rolls a 1 and it's just like, just kidding.
I have no dots in express, so let's see how this goes.
I have one
I-
dot.
It could
I rolled
also
a
be.
1.
It could also be confess. I think there's a good case for either one, actually.
I
Okay,
feel like
I'll roll
Janus's
confess.
would probably be confess because Janus is actively confessing and then Cary is expressing, like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so I got a
Yeah.
5 for express for Cary.
Uh-huh.
This is so funny considering my season 2 plans for Cary.
Stop it. Nothing's set in stone.
Plans can change.
Plans can so change. I don't ever remember what the clocks are for that, but I think that's 3 links. 5 is
Okay,
no.
fantastic.
Let me make
So-
sure. Let me just double check.
Yeah.
Time. Yeah. So all 5 is 3 segments. So you give 3 links to Janus. So Janus
Awesome.
mark 3 links with
3
Cary.
Cary links for you.
Super. I'll take him. I rolled a 3.
Wonderful. Wunderbar.
So 3 is 2 segments. So Cary mark
2
2 with
links
Janus.
with Janus. Janus link time.
And to further mechanize this, I've been kind of flying around with one promise for a while, ever since I managed to give Callie their pendant. And I think I would like to go ahead and, it's got to be paradoxical. I want to let me take a minute to think about this, but I want to try to shoehorn this into a new promise because this feels like a significant moment of character development.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, take your time on that.
Can you imagine if it was like 2 weeks and then we came back to the scene and I was like, actually, Cary leaves forever.
We would have to have words.
Right.
I honestly, I mean, after show talk, but honestly had no idea what to expect out of that conversation.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time thinking about it. We'll go into it in the after show. So, if you want to see some stuff about Karis, I guess.
Harris, yeah.
Cary and Janus and my thought process with Cary. Check out the after show. Pew pew pew.
Yeah, join our Discord. Link is in the chat. All
right.
Yeah.
Also,
Now I have to
after show is
remember-
available on Patreon. You don't have to pay money to get it, but it's always appreciated.
Yep. So, yeah, that's a huge confession to each other.
Yes.
You still have downtime actions. Things
Me
is there
too.
we move away from that? I think we'll move to Nif's downtime actions just to let that sit for just a moment first.
Yay, Nif.
And
Oh man, that is tough to follow up on.
Truly.
Just
You and I went over to the garden, so
yeah. I do you have any harms?
I do not. I'm doing pretty all right.
I don't know that we really need a new long-term project at this point because I
Yeah.
don't think there's anything in the long term. And do we need any more things on our investigation? No?
no,
I
your
think so.
investigation track is currently full.
I will say I
Okay.
still have a
Yes.
level 1 harm, so if anyone would like to help me with my anemic, there is still blood loss happening. It is still morbid time, gang.
Good to know. Good to know.
I mean, I feel like it would be a little bit inappropriate for Nip to bust in and be like, I have more band-aids. Would you like some red meat?
But maybe
That's
if you
so
come,
Nif.
maybe if you come out and
Yeah.
I'm still bleeding, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys would like to come out, Nif would be happy to help heal or, but I think if you don't come out, then I will use does Janus have any harm still?
Janus has level 1 despair.
Okay.
Oh, I can help you heal that.
Get that feeling. I need
Anyways, Nif, it's
downtime
your
healing. I mean, I'm more than happy for you two to heal each other before I take my downtime actions. So,
So we're
Yeah.
calling
You
it now.
you know,
Planting
I'm
carrots,
just gonna-
healing each other,
When we all get married.
So yeah, I defer my downtime actions to if Cary would like to heal dozens.
Yeah.
I am healing dozens, the man.
Healing Janus. Yeah.
Janice, this was an issue last week when I was constantly Chantel and not Nif.
Yep.
Yes.
Who are these extra people?
So reminder that all healing rolls get +1 die because you have a healing space.
So, Cary.
Can I do? I want to do a reciprocal healing.
Okay.
On Cary.
Amazing.
Cary kind of like studies Janus's face for a second and then reaches out and just like kind of holds their cheek. Simbo, don't eat plastic. And like holds her cheek and smiles a little bit. No matter what happens, we're going to figure this out. No matter how dark things are, we can find lights. You're going to be
As
okay.
long as we're together.
You are trying really hard to be like, no season 2 Cary.
Also, you still look a little anemic. I brought you this sandwich.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. You're going to be okay.
We're
There's
both gonna be
always
okay.
hope. Yes, we are. We have wonderful friends. We have each other. What more could you ask for?
Can't think of a thing.
Just kind of grabs the sandwich in one hand, squeezes Janus's hand with the other. I don't know what roles these are, Val. You can decide.
Honestly, it's dealer's choice with this one.
Wonderful.
If the healing rooms are rocking.
Can I have analyze because Cary was looking at Janus's face and seeing the despair? Yippee! Thank you, Val.
I'm going to take analyze because I noticed that Cary was anemic and I brought him a
Amazing.
sandwich.
100%. Yeah.
We are geniuses.
Even
okay.
so, that was only a 2.
Okay.
Did you use your extra die?
No.
Yeah.
We'll roll
the-
1 extra die. 4.
Woo!
4 is much
I
better.
got a 6.
Heck yeah.
6 is 4 segments marked. So you have 4 healing. Wait, what did Janus get?
4.
4.
4. So that's 3. So you get 3 more on your
Fantastic. So
track.
I am healed.
I am healed
Amazing.
Woohoo!
through
Everything
the
is
power
great.
of love and roast beef sandwiches.
More
The power
times I
of
get to hurt
love
you.
and Arby's.
And Diff, now who can't heal themselves or can't heal herself with her 2 downtime actions, is still here with the level 2 arm.
Oh
Oh.
shit. It's okay. I didn't take any other downtime actions. I can use one of mine to heal you.
You
so-
did. You took make a connection.
Oh shit. No.
It's okay. Honestly, because I have that ability to just keep fucking singing and get my +1 dice when I sing. It's probably better to stay at the level 2 and not go down to the level 1, because at least I don't get less effect. I just have a dice that I have to keep
Callie-
replacing.
Oh,
replacing.
Callie
harm.
used 2 downtime actions. Do you still have 1 left?
No, now that I can transcend, I lose that ability to have the 3. Yeah.
Harm is cumulative. If you have level 2, you have the effects of level 1 harm
Oh, I
and
thought it
level
was.
2.
I thought it
No.
wasn't. You
No,
checked?
it's I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it is cumulative.
Yeah.
I thought I checked that.
Let me double check.
Last time I checked, it was cumulative.
We'll read the
We're
rule
all
book.
like cross-referencing the book.
Yeah.
It's book time.
Looking at an index. This is a true actual play experience.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, it makes sense. I just thought that I didn't think it did, but I'm more than happy to defer.
Shit.
Listen, Matt still pauses sometimes to check a
Yeah,
rule. It's fine.
Yeah.
No
Harm.
shame.
Each level of harm has an associated penalty, which comes into play. Level. If you run out of, okay. Actually, it might not say that.
Oh,
I mean, and if it doesn't say that, if you feel that that is what is fair and right, I am also happy to defer to you as the game master.
And happy
Okay.
Game Master Day to our Game Master.
Oh.
woo. Okay.
No, it's very much more concerned with taking level 4 harm, which I'm not as concerned about right now. Yeah, no, I think you're right. It doesn't say that it's cumulative. I thought it was.
Oh, wonderful.
But it does not say that. That's just something I imagined.
I didn't realize that you had a level 2 harm. I'm so stressed right now.
I've had a level 2 harm for like 2 or 3 missions.
Excuse
me? Yeah. It's been a while. I keep negating it with my singing, my constant singing, because that gives me that +1 dice if I am singing to inspire my allies. So I just keep negating it for myself by that. It's like that scene in The Little Mermaid where, you know, my harm is just over here like Ursula, keep singing. So
Yeah. So Janus and Cary, you have healed each other of your harm in this
Yippee.
moment together. Nif, you still have a couple of actions, I think.
I do. So I guess I will make some connections because that is all I can do. So,
I'm so
Callie.
sorry.
No, it's good. Again, I can negate this one. I would rather, if I can negate it, I would rather have that than the less effective, the level 1.
Fair.
Although it is very funny that it's a loneliness.
It's
seems very appropriate that I have been carrying this loneliness harm, and everybody's like, okay, let's get each other.
Oh, buddy.
Okay, so I think that Nif and Callie are going to sit down and have a talk about moving out, about Cameron, about all the exciting things. Sounds like maybe some big things happening. Sounds like.
I mean, almost extra intense. Now I'm wondering if maybe she was extra intense because everyone's being a little weird right now.
I would assume so, because I mean, Cameron, you've known Cameron a while, and they
that
are.
was the first time they've ever been so weird.
Yeah. Well, and you know, if Goots was also being weirdly intense.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
very strange.
and you know, again, I was just I don't know that my parents were weirdly intense, but they are always intense and a little off. And you know, with Helios having already been touched by the dreaming, you know.
Yeah. For sure.
Because you are perfect the way you are.
Thank you.
And I would love to see you not living with your mother anymore.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like even on her best day, it's still terrible. And so why it's just not worth it. I don't know how she's gonna take it, but whatever. And Cameron needs a roommate anyway, because the whole job loss situation. And
I have been trying to stay out of these things, and like let things happen on their own. And like, if you do need help, I am happy to anonymously donor whatever, but I also don't want to be that person. Like,
yeah, that's fair. if things get to a point where the desperation is enough, I will let you know.
And hey, we have a big truck for moving shit.
That's
Let
true.
me move stuff for you. You know, me
For
and
sure.
Helios, apparently those are those kind of like rites of passage that young adults do.
It is help your friends move. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
And like fucking Cary is gonna be able to like pick up anything.
that's true.
There will be no issues moving I mean, and also we need to find furniture for you. Does Cameron have furniture?
I assume so. I don't know what their other bedroom looks like, but I have my stuff that I can bring. So I assume they've got, normal like household living room stuff. But
Do you
yeah,
have
I mean,
pictures of their plates?
not yet. No.
I
I
can't
could
wait to
probably
see them.
I could probably get them. Let me
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot off a
Yes, yes,
text.
yes, 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 yes.
Want to send me pictures of the place so I can plan? Question mark.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
we are
they'll
gonna
text you
do
back
this
that
so good.
they'll get you pictures as soon as they get home. But yeah.
Rad. Yeah.
You know, as an old married person now, I am very excited about the young love of others.
And
So,
Helios was okay, right? Like nothing weird happened with him.
I mean, yeah, Helios is okay, I think, but like he also had been already taken over by the dreaming, so I just don't know
True.
if the dreaming could kind of touch him again in that kind of way. I hope not. Oh my God.
Yeah, I hope not too. That's
That is something I am so much more afraid of something happening to him than of something happening to me.
that's fair. We at least are a little more prepared for this kind of stuff now. Kind of.
We're so
Tiniest bit.
prepared for the end of the world. It's great.
I wonder how Cary and Janus are doing it.
I mean, I feel like when I had my ear pressed against the door earlier, Cary said I love you very loudly. And I don't know if that was maybe for my benefit or not.
Well,
She sounded
okay.
like her mouth was full.
Oh my God. Just
Sandwich.
sandwich. Uh-huh. Yeah, the sandwich. Totally.
Yeah. We finish each other's
Oh my God.
sandwiches.
You finished each other's.
We certainly finished something.
Oh no, this group. Wow. We are on one.
It's Dozens night to be that person, and I love it. I love it. So yes, I'm making a connection with Callie.
Amazing. I forgot to do bonus dice for the last ones, but like you get a bonus die if the other person appreciates it. So
Oh right.
Oh yeah.
so
And-
if those two want to roll and see if they get sixes, or like
I mean,
yeah.
like we both healed ourselves, so I feel like,
They
yeah.
definitely appreciated it.
I rolled again because Janus appreciated it. Didn't roll higher.
Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna roll higher than a 6 because I rolled a 6. So.
But if you rolled another 6, it would be a critical, and that would
okay,
change
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
I rolled another 6.
Okay.
Yes!
So yeah, that means you also gain another link with Janus. So
Okay.
Oh, wonderful.
Amazing.
All right. And so can I roll this with empathize? Because I'm empathizing with Callie.
yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. Callie,
And
did
I
you like
do
it?
appreciate it.
Amazing. And
Callie, did
was
you
I-
like it?
Callie, did you like it? Am I gathering info about relationships?
I mean,
Yes.
yes.
Because I get the +1 dice for that.
Hell
Excellent.
yeah.
I,
Yes,
however, was not singing.
That's fine.
Hard to sing and talk at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, you could do like a Les Mis thing if you wanted
Mhm.
to really push it.
I think 4 dice will be enough.
I don't know. Don't jinx it.
So it was not a critical success, but I did get a 6.
All right, so that's
Hey.
4 links.
So yes, Callie gets 4 links with me, with Nif.
Awesome.
At least I have 1 link with myself.
And poor
I'm
baby.
so sorry.
I'm
feel
such a
s-
shit. No,
I
no,
feel
no.
so bad.
I am just enjoying being a shit to you guys. That's okay. The story is amazing.
That's all right. I'm gonna make you suffer next season.
I mean, it really does tell, like, you know, the story. And there is a degree of like, has Nif been vocal about, you know, or has it been kind of like trying to pretend like everything's fine?
Oh, Nif has absolutely been trying to pretend like everything's
Yeah.
fine. There's bigger things going on.
And you
and
don't
Nif-
ask for help from your friends.
well, you know, maybe
Everything's
Nif
so
is
hard.
just feeling kind of lonely.
I know.
Oh,
Poor Nif.
That's okay. Nif got married. Nif is fine.
ask for help from your husband.
Built-in best friend.
Oh, he's helping. Uh,
Oh boy, is he.
yeah. Yeah, we have our own downtime actions. So I guess I have one more downtime action to do.
Yeah.
All right, who are you gunning down on?
Okay,
Wow,
thanks. That's
y'all.
great.
Leave it to Cary / L to just take it one step past euphemism.
It's the
Ah.
autism.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Thanks, it's the
I
autism.
think so. I know that Nif already had a downtime action healing Cary, so Nif's already gone down on
Yes.
Cary. So I guess Nif
Yes,
will also
true.
go down on Janus to make a connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, So I don't know when Janice is going to like come out
Come up for
of
air.
the room. Yeah, I don't think even Nif would not go into that room right now with you guys having a conversation. So
I mean,
Oh,
after
she comes out
Cary-
eventually.
Yeah.
I think Nif
Face is a
will
little
ask.
flushed.
Nif just has that like cat that ate the canary smile. Janice, you know, we've got big things coming up. I was wondering, like, could you do a tarot reading for me? I'd love to
Yes, I
like
would love to.
I would love to like, you know, see what's coming up.
Yes.
I feel like we could use some time, just the 2 of us, to, you know, look at what's going on.
Yes. I would be so happy to do a tarot reading with you. Let's do it. Let's go into the what's our cozy room around here?
The garden?
Let's
Yeah,
go into
there's
the
a
garden.
there's a garden, there's a lounge. Yeah.
I think Nif has made the garden pretty cozy.
I believe it.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have anything on your mind specifically aside from the obvious looming
End of
threats
the world?
that overshadows our
Yeah.
days?
Can I ask about my friends? How my
Yeah.
friends are doing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's ask the cards how my friends are doing and how I can best help them, maybe.
Okay. And Janice will pull out her cyber tarot deck, and she draws first the 4 of Swords, and she says, "Oh, this is interesting. This is, you know, vigilance, solitude, retreat, like hermitage."
Okay. And what position? I don't, you know, I don't know anything about this. You know, what does this like? Is
Oh
this a
yeah,
specific person or a specific time? Is this like past, present, future?
I usually do. Yeah, sorry, I should have said that before I started drawing. I usually do a past, present, future. So this would
Okay.
be kind of the past, the context
Okay.
of your question about your friends.
Okay. So you're saying that they're
And
passed before me, before we were friends. They were hermits. They were
yeah,
alone. Okay. I
which
like
makes
that.
sense because then now we've come together. And yeah. So okay, let's see. Um, let's see. The next card will be the present situation. And Janus draws the the five of swords. This time reversed.
Oh.
And Janus says, "Oh, this is interesting. Usually, this card, if it was face up, would mean like destruction and loss, but with it reversed, it means kind of it means the opposite of that. So this would be, abundance or in creation, which I think speaks volumes of your friendship and the generosity and the growth and the togetherness and the abundance of friendship.
I like that.
It's a good journey so far from kind of like
Yeah.
isolation into abundance.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this next card will be the future. And Janus draws
Pulls a card. There's just
Tower.
no card.
Yeah, this is no card. That was it. The Tower. This can mean a lot of things. Like the most obvious meaning is that of like calamity and adversity, and
Oh,
ruin.
fun.
So, that is something interesting to ponder, something to chew on. Is that ruin for you, for your friends, or for someone else at the hands of your friends?
I think that probably speaks to a need to protect my friends, to, see that there are challenging things coming, which we know there are, and like maybe pull them a little closer,
Yeah, I think that's a valid interpretation. I think that things left unchecked, like the default state, may be calamity for what lies ahead. But together, with you and me and us and your friends, we must try to avoid that.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure our friends are okay. You and
Yeah.
me, and I will you're really important to me. I just want to make sure you know that.
Well, thank you, Nif. You're very important to me too.
I know we don't necessarily spend as much time together as, some of the rest of us. And before we go into all of this, whatever this is going to be, I just want to make sure you know you are important to me. And having you in my life has been a blessing that I would not give up for anything. All the time in the world.
Well, thanks, Nif. I know that I've been a little distracted, I guess, lately by several things, but yeah, I feel the same way, and I hope you know that you mean the world to me too.
So, how did your conversation with Cary go? Just wondering.
Janice turns bright pink on her cheeks and on the tips of her ears. And she's like, "It was good. It was a good conversation.
It was a good
Very
conversation.
productive. Very fruitful.
Amazing. Amazing.
A lot was
Good.
accomplished. A lot was said."
Well, when you're dealing with the end of the fucking world, sometimes you just have to lay things all out on the line.
That was my thinking, and that was my strategy. And I think it was a good idea. I feel happy with the way that turned out.
That is the most important thing, that the two of you are happy. That you three, you and Callie and Cary, get out of this okay.
Yeah, like all of us. All of us
Yeah,
are going to get
all
out
of
of here
us.
okay.
All of us.
Yeah. Yeah. There's at least 4 of us. 5 is if Kai counts as a person.
I think that Kai counts as a person, and we've got the eyes thing now too. The computer, the
Yes.
yes, in the shrine. There's a lot of person that needs to be okay.
A lot of personhood. It's
A
true.
lot of personhood that needs to be okay. I'm scared, but I'm glad that you all are with me.
I think we're all scared. And I think it would have been a lot harder to deal with before. But now I feel okay being scared. You know, as long as we've got each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
All right. So, did Janice appreciate that?
Yeah, Janice liked it.
All right. And
Yeah.
can I what should I roll? I'm always happy to roll empathize.
Empathize seems right. I mean,
Okay.
you use it as an excuse to just talk to Janice, and I think
Yeah.
that I think so.
And I was asking about relationships.
Yeah, yes, you were.
Certainly were.
So that's 4 dice. So let's please be nice.
I love this power that is an
And
excuse
are
for
you
you to be
adding
nosy.
your extra die?
Yep, I have all 4. I had the 4 dice. So the
Okay.
appreciation die, I had my dice, and then I had my 2 dice for empathize. And I got a critical success. I got 2 sixes.
Woo!
2 6s, a 3, and a 2.
Okay, so with that, let me just double check. Oh, of course, I'm not on the right page.
Right, pages are for losers.
Yeah. Making a connection. Where is it? On a critical success. Okay, so Nif, you gain 1 link with Janice.
Amazing.
And Janice, you gain 4 links with Nif.
We are linked.
Forever.
Indubitably. Yes.
Sorry, will you tell me again how many links that was with Nif?
You have 4.
Whoa.
And I have one with you.
All the links.
All the links. And once I transcend, I changed my transcendent ability so I can, once per transcendence, uplift my allies with a speech or song. And I can spend a
Ooh.
link on each of them that can hear me.
Nice.
So I am connected today.
Very
that-
exciting.
So that's everyone's downtime actions, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You are all spending time here trying to get some relaxation done, trying to prepare yourself for whatever might come. You don't even know if anything might happen. You know something weird is going on, but you don't know what. But you feel almost like an earthquake, which geographically, not super strange. You feel an earthquake, and then you feel like a pulse of energy. For a moment, you realize that you are transcended, but it's just like the blink of an eye. Like a wave has come through. Things in the space shift and change in that moment this wave comes through. And then alarms start going off. The Shrine of Eyes is showing locations all over Santa Marta that are pinging of dreaming incursions. Kai says, I've never seen so many pings at once. And they are trying to make sense of it. Let's go ahead and get our mission roll. So we'll do our engagement roll.
Can I do it?
I think L traditionally does the engagement roll.
Yes.
Well, don't we? If we have enough dice, we could maybe each roll a dice because I feel like sometimes we've done that.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true.
I like that. I like that a lot. So there's always hope. Get one die. Is this mission particularly heroic or noble? 100%. You're about to save the whole world. So that's an extra die. We're at 2.
Or not save the whole
Yeah,
world.
well,
We're about to save the whole world.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think these missions goals or anything are taking reflect the worst parts of you. Honestly,
actually,
no, we don't want that one because it loses us a dice.
yeah.
Oh, right. No, you're so right. You're so right, Mal.
Is the mission following through on details from the protagonist's investigation? Yeah, honestly, it is.
Yes.
So we're at 3. Are the protagonists acting rashly or on very little information? No, you are informed up.
Well prepared.
So that's 3 so far. So does the mission determine the fate of a friend?
Yes, because
Yes,
all
it
our
does.
friends.
The whole
All of your
world.
friends.
Every friend.
yeah, every friend we have
The
ever
world
had
is
in
my
our
friend.
whole life.
And your mundane lives are not taking away from or getting in the way of this mission. So you're at 4. Does this mission's tier exceed the current tier of the investigation track? No. And there's no other circumstances. So that's 4 die. You each get to roll a die.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna roll it so good.
I'm gonna roll my worst die in the hopes that it will be bad.
I rolled a 1.
Beautiful.
3.
3,
Oh, I rolled
Better.
a 4.
2,
Better.
4. Okay.
Ugh.
Okay. Well,
1, 2,
that
3,
puts you
4.
up to mixed result. You're in a risky position when the action starts. The plane is holding together just barely. The protagonist will need to take steps right now to avoid disaster. So
But what
just
if we took the 1 instead, Mal?
How about we don't?
the dice are telling this story so far. You are getting pings of incursions all over Santa Marta, similar to the monsters and everything you saw in the very early days of the dreaming coming into this world. And a few that you fought monsters and things that have come through, even what we've seen. But you're seeing them all over the place, but you're seeing a massive spike of this dreaming energy right over San Juan Key Bay, the beach, basically. And I think that's where you end up determining to go. You're going to strike this at the source. You don't know what's happening yet. You travel out over Santa Marta. You know the way to get there. You see before you, over as you get closer to the San Juan Key Bay, you hear like sirens going off in places all over around you. But in the core of downtown, towards the beach, you see, even rising above even the tallest buildings, is a massive amethyst spire. Several protrusions. The crystal looks like it's naturally grown out of the water. You see there is a form glowing in purple, hovering at the top of this spire. You can see its tail and cat ears and extended claws. You see that there are people also taking on this. They seem to be just regular people, but their forms have been like overlaid with this purple, like they've been taken over by whatever dreaming energy is before you. There are dozens of people here, all ready to fight you as you approach. Coming up from the water are 2 like massive amethyst lions set to protect this spire. They roar at you. You are in the midst of a fight now.
How do you spell amethyst?
AMETHYST.
Oh, it's an
T-H-Y.
E. I mixed
Yeah.
up the E and the Y.
On the way in, Nif would have brain contacted Splendiferous and Ramos.
Okay. I'm going to say that's
And
got to be
Raven.
that has to be a flashback.
Okay.
So,
How much stress do you want me
And
to take?
Raven.
Oh, and Raven. Yes, sorry. So do we want to do like one each or?
yeah, let me see. Because, well, it'll be, let me look at flashbacks. Let me get that. Flashbacks. So, I would say that this would be just a one stress flashback.
Okay.
To have just reached out to them in that moment before we get like at the action. Like you've assessed the situation as you're coming up to it and realize you need backup. So when we do a flashback, let me just make sure. Oh yeah, they can be almost anything. So it's however we want to do it. When you describe a flashback, yeah, I'll say that this is one stress. So
Sounds good.
yeah, so you reach out to them and they all tell you they'll be on their way. Actually,
I mean, they can't. I can just contact them. So
yes, so you reach out to them. Splendiferous says, "I'm already fighting one of these." Like, but it's in the. I think you hear Splendiferous's voice, but like he's clearly transcended already and is fighting off a creature in a separate part of town. Corvus hears you and says, I will make my way as soon as I can. And she will head your way. Captain Alice is far away from here, unfortunately. You don't know if she'll be able to get here, but she says, I will try to do everything I can to get you something.
all right, folks. Splendiferous already fighting. Corvus on their way. Ramos far away. So
now you are in a risky position as the action begins. One of these lions leaps out of the water at you, and I think the first action of this is whoever's out in front, which I'm going to imagine is probably Cary, is going to get just smacked with a massive paw. Like these creatures are like 20 feet tall.
Can I like try to resist?
It's not going to be consequence. I'm just setting the stage for here.
Okay.
So like, yeah, this isn't a consequence yet. You get smacked with it and knocks you back. You are fine for right now, but you now know the power of these creatures as you get into this combat.
All right. All right. Plan is to go for Blacktail, a purple tail, possessed fucker. Whatever he's doing, it's probably the cause of everything else. If we take him out, everything else returns to normal, and our allies are safe, and we are safe. I'm telling you this right now, so that it's not drama later. If one of his sycophants gets in the way, I will not hesitate to end them. They stopped being people the moment they started being his pawns.
they didn't have a choice. And if we can if we can restore them to themselves, the less collateral damage we do, the better off the world is.
Is this collateral damage if they're strangers?
Yes. These are all people. These are all people who are valuable and worthy of not having their lives fucked up by this and not being killed because of something that isn't their fault.
Not to me.
Well, then to the rest of us. And I know that we are worthwhile to you. And so just remember that when you do that, we are looking at that and saying, These are people who are worthwhile to us.
You can do your best to save them, but I will not give them the same mercy. The only kindness they will receive from me is a quick death.
Well, there's only so many people you can kill while you're transcended, and I think it's going to be a lot harder to kill them if you're not. So maybe focus all your energy on getting to Blacktail.
Clear me a path and I will.
I will do my best.
And Cary is going to transcend into Lykos.
Okay. I guess one last time, how does it look as you transcend into Lykos?
This is, I think, the first time since everything that happened with Storm. It's uncomfortably similar to how they were when they first appeared, before they were changed by the love of their friends. They're noticeably a little more animalistic in nature, a little more raw power, a little less restraint. A little taller, sharper fangs, longer claws, and the wolf ears that had been absent for so long are back. Negative character development.
Amazing. What action does Cary take? What does Lykos take?
Lykos is going to just kind of barrel straight for Purple Fuck and is going to start King Konging their way up to him.
Okay.
To it.
All right.
What pronoun check for Purple Fuck?
Right now, it could be anything.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Yeah, to give some, y'all are on the beach. This spire is out of the water. You'll have to get around these lions, so this will be a flow roll.
Okay, could I instead try to like rip through one of the lions and use its body as a shield?
Oh, 100%. If you want to switch it up to a
Fantastic.
defy, let's
I'm
go for it.
changing it up. And I'm gonna push myself to perform a superhuman. No, I'm going to push myself to destroy an obstacle between me. Nope. No, because that's a protect. I'm going to push myself to perform a superhuman feat of physical force.
And
Amazing.
Nif is not yet transcended, but will still be starting to try and distract the folks on the beach with singing, and because my voice is still polyphonic, etc., regardless of transformation or not,
Right.
because that is still just a regular harmony thing. And so I'm going to take a stress and give another dice.
Okay.
Wonderful. Wunderbar. I have so many dice right now, gang. Hell yeah, that is a critical success.
Oh, a critical success. Okay. Yeah, you run basically like face first into this lion. I feel like Lykos, you grab both, like with both hands, the front of this lion's face. You push it down into the ground, launching you upwards, up and around it. But this thing just straight into the ground. The beach just like is a crater in the sand from the impact of this creature hitting it. You hear the sound of shattering as it hits the ground. It is still a threat, but you have severely hurt it. And I think that's going to put all of you into a controlled position because that's a critical success. Have to reward that. Yeah, and you launch yourself and you can begin clambering up this crystalline tower.
It's King Kong time, not the kaiju that Cary cares most about, but the kaiju they need to be right now.
Yeah. Amazing. So, what are the rest of you doing as you see this happen?
Singing.
Singing.
I am Nif, not transcended yet. Nif is trying to distract the beach folks.
Okay.
Either kind of soothing or just like let the fighty ones get in there and
Okay.
get to Blacktail.
All right. How about I have you do a forgive roll? You are not transcended in this moment, you said. So
Nope.
your effect will be less.
Okay. But I am singing.
Yes.
So so it would have been 1 dice. And then I have the loneliness, so it's -1 dice, but then I'm singing. So I guess it's 1 dice.
1 die.
That's a 1.
Oh. Yeah. You you try to sing at these, I mean, they're people, but they are also creatures of some kind at this moment. They are, it's like they're hollow. They just reverberate the sound back at you. You become overwhelmed in the dissonance as one of them grabs your arm, another one grabs your other arm, and they begin to pull you down into the sand, pulling you away, and you can feel they are trying to pull you into the water.
Cool. Cool.
I think at that I can transcend because that is suffers a consequence to an action.
Yes. Yes, you get to transcend. Also, you get to resist if you want to. But remember, you're not transcended, so the effect is lessened.
Well,
it would just be
yeah.
a normal resistance roll, actually. But yeah.
Yeah,
So.
I will try to resist.
Okay.
Can I help? Can I take a stress and give a die?
Yes. Yeah.
Sweet.
I wish that Cary was in a better headspace.
Yeah, so this will be a sun roll to resist what's happening here.
Okay, and it's to do with the 2 that are on the line, or?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And because that's not an action, I don't have the -1 dice, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I have 2 on the line, so that's 2 dice. +1 from Callie.
Yes.
Ah, 2 6s.
Oh, that's a critical.
Ooh.
So you take no stress. As you manage to pull yourself away from there, resisting you are still in a controlled position. You you feel them like grab at you, and you are water in this moment. And
I
you
am
just
made of the earth, and I am made of the water, and even untranscended, I am those elements. This is my place.
yes, and you just avoid them and you step back away from them. But you are strengthened by the presence that Callie is emitting right now. Callie, what does it look like as you transcend in this moment?
I think it doesn't look any different than normal. I float up a little bit. I get my wings. I get like a lavender, little lavender glow for a minute, and then I am transformed. And I will do my best to kind of, get in the way and all that.
Yeah, I think Nif, as you back up, you feel Verdade at your back, and now you are being protected by your friend.
Definitely a little, I'm so glad you're here with me in the head. Just like, thank you.
Gotcha.
What is Janus doing in this moment? There's one lion that has been smashed into the dirt. Nif almost got grabbed and dragged into the ocean. And there is another lion just threatening this position, basically keeping itself between you and getting at the tower.
I think Janus is going to transcend.
Okay.
And I think she does as soon as Cary does. So Janice pulls out her tarot cards and draws the sun, the moon, and the stars, and then all of Cronos's armor plates snap into place, and then Cronos is there. And I think that Janice is going to try to beeline for the tower. Is going to try to like skirt around the lion. Trying to like kind of like analyze the playing field and try to take advantage of like maybe a moment in which the lion is distracted, perhaps by Cary smashing the first one into the ground.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get a flow roll.
Let's get a flow roll. And I will push myself for a dice on that. Yoink, yoink. That's a 4.
Can I give, I'm going to spend my link with Janus to give you another dice.
Thanks.
Okay.
That's a 6.
Yes.
A 6.
Woo!
Okay.
That's a
6
full
is
coconut.
a 6 is you did it. Also, I forgot y'all have the redemption feature. Clear 1 stress.
Oh, okay, I
Nice.
will.
Yes, because this mission is particularly noble or heroic.
We're all going to die.
It's only
Okay.
just begun. So yeah, but yeah, you managed to this lion goes at you, and I think just like does the thing where like it's like it tried to get a laser point, you know, like it puts both paws down in one place, but you're not there anymore. You pump up behind it, like avoiding it completely.
Yeah, for flavor text, so I do like a little time travel jump, just like, and
Yeah.
get on around it.
Amazing.
And if I can get up to the tower, then I wanted to take a quick look at it and see like, is there an entrance? Does it look like it's like doing something? Like what can I find out about the tower?
Absolutely. Go ahead and let's do a gather information. Go ahead and give me a fortune roll, which is just 1d6.
1d6 fortune. That's a 6 on the fortune.
Okay. I think that is 2. That's 2 questions and a follow-up. So from your gather information.
What is already in motion here?
Yes. You are looking at this. Whatever is happening here. The presence you felt on the other side of the rift that you closed at Storm Enterprises. I forgot which one it was, but at the Storm facility, you know that this presence is now here. It's here in this world. It is inhabiting the form that is Blacktail. That's the only thing. Storm needed a machine to open this rift. This thing does not. But what it does need is time. And it has already started the clock.
In that case, what defies the flow of time aside from me?
The power of friendship?
What defies the flow of time?
Which, if I could ask it another way, if what this thing needs is not like machinery or help, but time.
I see. I get where you're going. I think like what can alter that time, basically.
Yeah. Yes.
You think that presence on the other side is here now, but it depends on the physical connection to this world that Blacktail has.
Okay.
And if it doesn't have that 100%, you don't know if it can do it as quickly.
Okay. Okay. So Cronos is like, we need to pound Blacktail into dust. Not in a good way. So do I see Blacktail or do I this is my follow-up, or are they like entombed in the tower?
They are floating above the top of it. And when I say tower, this is a skyscraper of amethyst.
Okay.
They are up above. And in fact, I think as like you're looking at this, you see the point in the sky where it's beginning to darken and turn these like blacks and purples above. And this rippling effect is now emanating from here, just in a very localized point right now. But you can see
Okay.
where the rift will open.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to shout back to the others. I think Cary is near me, and that Verdade is floating around somewhere behind me. And I'm going to yell at them and be like, "It's Blacktail. Blacktail's the linchpin. We got to take him out."
Don't worry, darling. I'm working on killing him right now.
Thanks, babe. Okay. I think that's my turn.
Yeah.
Dad, are they a couple now?
In fact, I think this is about the time Corvus shows up flying and like lands at the beach and says, Did Cary just say babe?
Cary did not say babe. Cary said darling.
Darling, right.
Corvus, end of the world here. We'll talk about this later.
Yeah, it is. She draws her sword and she is here to help.
Blacktail's the target. Let's go.
Of course he is. All right. So you two on the ground. Oh yeah, Lykos. Yeah, we'll go back to Lykos. Yeah.
I was just gonna say Lykos is continuing to like climb up the horrible spiral of Kingdom Hearts nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Affectionate. I would like to preface that. Kingdom Hearts nonsense, affectionate.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
And
I'm gonna say, yeah, you can do that without problem. This is not where the defenses are right now.
Fantastic. Climbing up the spire and just like lunging at Airtail.
Excellent. Yeah, it is arduous to get up here. It still takes you time, but you're doing this like one thing where like you reach in with your claw and just launch yourself up to the next one, following that momentum of that superhuman feat you did.
I'm Miguel O'Hara, baby.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you are leaping up this building, and yes, you reach Blacktail.
All right. He's like in the air, right? Like how many feet is he in the air?
I would say probably like 8 to 10 feet above the top surface of this tower.
Okay, I am going to use the kind of like edge of the tower to launch myself upwards towards him and just try to like yoink him out of the air like he's a football.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and let's get a defy roll.
Fantastic. And let's see if there's anything that I can do.
Can I take a stress to help?
Yes, you can.
Sweet.
You can help no matter the distance.
I am going to activate. This one's mine. I am engaging with Blacktail. Once you engage with a foe, neither of you may back down until one of you is defeated. While you are engaged with your foe, only your rival can assist you. Hey guys, while I'm transcended, all of you count as my rivals.
Wow, really gaming this.
And your other foes will not interfere. Your rival may take your place at any time, but must finish what you started. Anyways, so yeah, I'm activating this one's mine to
Why do you think I haven't transcended yet?
rude. All right. So we're gonna
Yeah, Callie, Verdade just helping. So, as part of Never Alone, because you can help no matter the distance, when you help in this way, you can ask, when you help assist a teammate from afar, ask that player one question about their character from your gather info list.
all right. Give me a question.
Wait, what's the
On
gather
your
info
on your
list?
character sheet, there is gather information on the right hand side.
Ah.
And you're asking this of L. So
Mhm.
Hello.
Hello. Ooh, what are your unmet needs?
Oh, okay.
Need
Oh,
feels.
oh, that's
juicy.
right now. So, is this in the context of Lykos or in the context of Cary? Because those are two different answers.
Ooh. Mm.
Ooh, I think that's your choice to answer.
My choice or Jaden's choice?
L, your choice.
L choice. Okay. We're gonna go with Lykos.
All right.
Currently, Lykos is a being that is existing because of the war and the dreaming and all of this conflict. And right now they need to rip this apart, but they are terrified of what happens when they do. And they need reassurance that they are not going to stop existing because the dreaming stops existing. They are a creature of the dreaming as much as Blacktail or any of the others. And they don't know what's going to happen when their home is gone. And they are terrified that they are going to lose more of themselves. They've already given up so much. They gave up their humanity to kill Albert Storm. And right now they just need reassurance that they are not going to lose every bit of who they are in an effort to win a war that will destroy their home.
Amazing. All right, go ahead and roll that Defy roll, and you get the bonus die from Verdade helping.
Hell yeah. I don't know what that voice was. I'm so sorry.
Season 2, we're all Muppet babies.
I am the best Muppet baby. I'm more British now. Maybe I'll make. I don't know. Okay, that is a single 6.
A single 6. Okay, you
But
do
hey,
it.
still a 6.
Yes, and you're in controlled position right now. Y'all have taken over this battlefield the way it is. So you leap up, and how do you pull him down in this moment?
So as Cary leaps, they target it so that they kind of land with their claws in Blacktail, and gravity pulls the both of them down. And they like pin Blacktail down on this spire, and they've sunk their claws into his shoulders, and they stare at this strange purple creature that is Blacktail and not Blacktail. And there is nothing but contempt in their gaze. How does it feel to know that you got everything that you wanted and it isn't enough? You are not enough. You will never be enough. You are a failure who has lived in my shadow since the moment you were conceived. You are a dream of a dream. A wisp of a flame. You are the smoke that is left in the ashes of what I burned down.
a voice responds to you, a voice you know. It's not Blacktail's voice. It echoes in the very core of your being. It says, and you are a tool who has outlived your lifetime, a dulled blade, a rusted hilt, and I will discard you like I will discard the rest of the tools that I no longer need. And you know Blacktail is not saying this. You know that is this creature, this being, this lord of the dreaming. You know it is Oneros. And that's where we're going to take our break. So thank you, everyone. We'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes with more of this. So we hope to see you soon. Welcome back, everybody. Lykos, you have this creature who is only Oneros and not Blacktail, but is the form of Blacktail. You have him pinned, and he has said that he will discard you like the rest of the tools he no longer needs. What are the rest of you doing in this moment?
So I think that Nim is going to transcend now.
Okay.
And upon transcendence is going to use their transcendent ability Beacon. Once per transcendence, you may uplift your allies with a speech or song, always a song. It counts as spending a link on each ally that can hear you. And as my voice is polyphonic and my allies can always hear me speak regardless of distance or interference, you can all hear me. Raven can hear me. Ramos can hear me. Splendiferous can hear me. You will all hear just this like resonance, this like you think of angels, like the angel choir kind of thing, but like not regular angels, like the fighty kind. Wow,
Yeah.
I'm doing such a good job expressing things. Just like organ music turned up to the max. And Nif will lift in the air, and her, she'll get one of her eyes will change color like it does when she becomes Concordia, and hair just flying, this kind of goddess outfit that kind of, as she transcends into Concordia, it's like a water ripple. And this time it's more like a wave.
Okay.
And you all get a link it's like I am spending a link, and you get to choose how you use it. So each of you has a link from me to use on yourself.
So yeah, I think the only
Sorry, do we need to use that right now, or can we bank it? Is it just a diff link?
Yeah, I'll say it. This will basically give you a bonus die on your next action as Nif is helping you. So as
Okay.
Concordia is helping you.
Yes. I was trying to save it so that you guys were a little further, that you were into your transcendence a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, the song echoes out, and you're risen up above the level of the surface, and these humans caught up in this dream are looking up at you and watching you do this. They are caught up in this moment. Things are still happening. The ripple is still growing out from the tower slowly. But you can almost see that it's like a reflection, like a dark mirror of the ocean, of the bay water below it.
I think that I'm going to save my other actions, but I'm going to use that ability.
Okay. Yeah.
Just because I wanted to Things are getting in there. Things are getting serious.
Absolutely.
Have a hand from your pal Concordia.
Yeah. Verdade, is there anything you're wanting to do?
I think I'll go to where Blacktail, not Blacktail, is.
Okay.
And I think Verdade will say, what are you hoping to accomplish here?
Okay. So let's play this out. You're still back down on the beach where Concordia and Nif are. Concordia is, and these people. So to get away from these lions that are and all these hands that are that would be reaching out at you, I'm gonna need a flow roll. You can fly up to there, no problem, but you will need to get away from here.
Can I take Concordia with me
Yes,
and not have
absolutely.
them like abandoned in this sea
Yeah.
of people?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Flow, I've got one.
You have a bonus die from Concordia.
Okay. Oh, right. And okay, no, this doesn't apply to that. Okay. So 3 and a 6.
A 6. You do it. Y'all are in controlled position at the moment. And y'all are doing great. So yeah, you fly up.
Flies that way.
Yeah, you fly up towards this. You can see as you are flying and looking up into this ripple, you see yourself reflected back, and you can see like elements of the city of Santa Marta reflected darkly in the ripples above you. But you reach the place where Lykos has this figure pinned.
Does that on its own count as an action?
Yes, that will count as an action.
Okay.
And you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I'm just asking, what are you hoping to accomplish with all of this?
I will rule all of this.
You won't.
The dreamer's search for a dream. I am that dream. I am what you won't allow yourselves to be. The parts you hide away and only indulge in your sleep.
Seems you seek to destroy our world and potentially your own.
Awaken this world.
You know, when we wake up, we leave the dreaming behind.
And you leave those parts of you that are most powerful. You hold on to hope and kindness, where power and strength will get you what you want. Look at this one, and turns to Lykos. Powerful. A perfect weapon. This is what the dreaming can create. To get everything you desire and leave nothing in between that. You and you getting what you want.
Lykos only became more powerful when here with their friends, with love, with kindness, with compassion. They are absolute proof that when we leave the dreaming behind, we are better.
You can tell yourselves all the lies you want, but even the forms you've taken have failed to take me down. I scattered you to the wind, and you show up. Should have squashed you the first time.
Suppose you would have if you could have.
Mm.
W-
Bitch,
What
we're
did you
going to take you down with the power of friendship.
What did you do with Blacktail? Where are they?
Blacktail is the product of your kindness. You sent him to me, broken and hurt and lame, and now I have made him whole, powerful. He's the perfect vessel. Your kindness broke him. Your forgiveness meant nothing.
If forgiveness means nothing, then why are we still talking? And Lykos is going to try to snap the neck of this creature.
Okay. Make a defy roll.
Don't forget, you have an extra dice from me.
Woohoo! All right. Is there anything else that I can do? No, I just called my this one's mine.
Yep.
All right. Okay. For people who do not know my dice, I will shake them all together and then I will roll them one at a time. I think that I've mentioned this like once or twice, but that's why it always takes me an extra second after the shakies, because I like the sound of like the math rocks clinking together, but I feel like if they are shaken together, they will affect the vibes. And so they need to be rolled separately. Anyways, that's a critical success.
A critical success?
Yeah, I'm snapping this motherfucker's neck.
Okay.
This is so fun. Lykos is not meant to be a magical girl because their solution to 2 different villains so far has been murder.
Murder is magical.
So yeah, just kind of like rips the claws out of the shoulder for just a moment, grabs one hand like the neck and one hand the head, and just pulls the 2 apart.
You pull the 2 apart, but you do not snap its neck.
Damn it!
You reach in to this creature. From the head, you pull this purple form. From the neck, you pull Blacktail. You rip the 2 asunder.
Okay, I guess that's better.
Badass.
Also, thank you for the extra die, because the extra die that you gave me was a 6, and then I got another 6 and 2 1s.
My pleasure.
So I was going through like the full spectrum. So yeah, Cary Lykos, I think, like holds Blacktail and the purple entity, one in each hand, looks at Blacktail, just scoffs a little bit, and
Nif is going to grab Blacktail's form.
yeah, I was about to say
Lykos.
So I don't know if this is a roll or anything, but Cary just kind of tosses Blacktail. Lykos just kind of tosses Blacktail aside and like doesn't really care. He's a murder
absolutely
victim.
sees that that's going to happen, and
Yeah.
like, nope.
These
He's
2
a murder
forms,
victim for another day.
Yeah, these 2 forms are pulled apart. Lightning strikes from the ripples above at the tower. You can feel like just as you're pulling them apart, you feel like the energy is crackling between them. You've ripped these 2 forms apart. Blacktail is panting and clamoring to get back at Oneros. Oneros's form is pulled out. The limbs become longer and more muscular. The face becomes longer and gaunt. The ears are gone. The eyes stare angrily at you. What was once a stable ripple coming out from this tower is now dancing and like waves on a stormy sea, just breaking and crackling with energy. You can see it's now stretching even faster, but not in any controlled way. It's destabilizing, and you don't know what will happen. Blacktail says, no, I won't fail. I didn't fail. I didn't fail you.
You failed every step of the way.
If you, Concordia, you pull Blacktail away. As Cary, you still have this form of Oneros. You are having trouble holding on to the amorphous form that is before you. How many actions has that been for you?
3. I have 1 left.
Okay, good to know.
So I've kind of said previously that like Nif can kind of float, but I think Nif is going to hand Blacktail to Verdade and just be like, I think we need to get them some distance, fly away. And Nif is going to cull the power of like the water from the bay to lift her up towards the portal, to lift them up towards the portal, to start like pushing all of their dreaming energy into the portal, thinking back to Cronos putting its cards into the portal, pulling Concordia's dreamer energy and just funneling it into the portal to try and close it.
Okay.
And just again, this like resonant singing combined with the power of the ocean, and the waves are like crashing up the tower as Concordia is using them to hold them aloft.
Give me Express.
Oh, I have
I'll
nothing
spend
in
the link
Express.
+1.
I am.
I'll
So I'm
take a
singing.
stress.
So I'm singing. So I'm negating that negative. So
Yeah,
that is
God.
1 if you include, and then
you can
another
only
one.
get 1 assist per roll.
I can only get
Oh.
1 assist, so I can't assist myself either.
Oh, you can. Yeah, that's
Okay.
your ability. That's different from the
Okay.
spending
Oh,
a
I
link
just-
to
I mean,
assist or spending
can
a
I
stress
spend-
to assist.
Can I spend a link on myself to assist?
Oh wait, so someone can spending a link to assist and spending a stress to assist are 2 different things. So links are fine. So yes, y'all can both like do that. Spend a link to help.
Okay. Because yeah, I think. Oh yeah, you both have links with me,
Yeah, I do.
Mhm.
and I have a link with myself. I am going to. Okay, so that. And I am going to take 2 stress because I have almost no stress to give myself another.
Yay.
And that's an express roll.
Yes.
Express yourself.
That is a 6. It's not a critical success, but it is a success.
Okay. Yeah. You are trying your best to contain it, and you are for the most part containing it. Everything is still things are going to still move to a risky position just narratively. Things are happening. You need to get control of this situation, and you are working very hard to do so. Definitely helping with this. It's not spreading right now, or where it starts to like jut out at angles, you manage to bring it in. but it is still trying to kind of like fracture out from this spot. You don't know where it will tear next.
Oh boy. Hey,
Cronos?
what's Cronos doing?
Yeah, what's Cronos up to?
I feel like analytical Kronos is trying to figure out a way to try to stabilize this portal,
Okay.
and is seeing Blacktail going into it, and is seeing Concordia channeling energy into it, and it all seems to be like holding things at bay, but not like stabilizing it. And I don't know what it does to try to do that. I'm trying to think through the things that I know like have served as a link before. Like I don't know if Kronos, like if it occurs to Kronos to like if Agatha Vogel is still some kind of a link that might be holding things open, if like more things from the dreaming need to go back over. But this is kind of like what Kronos is thinking about. Like how can we stabilize this connection and then even start to reverse it and close it.
Yeah. You're thinking to yourself, you know of one person who has held these gates shut for so long, and that is Agatha Vogel. She could be a part of this. It is something that you could try to you could try to bring her to this situation that is well within your abilities here.
I will use a skill. I'll use rewind return. You've been through this timeline at least once before. Flashbacks cost 1 less stress than normal. How did this go wrong the first time? And like the first time, like I can imagine this playing out, like the tear destabilizes, rips, and like the two worlds collide. And to prevent this, Kronos is going to have ooh, do we reach out? I think Janus will have, I guess, reached out to Moonflower to get access to Vogel. I feel like Moonflower is probably being very protective of Agatha right now.
Yeah.
But we'll have, petitioned her and appealed to her to be like, we need, like, the world is at stake. Agatha is part of this and has been part of this and has been more a part of this than any of us have been. And like we need her here. And I know it's asking a lot. You just got her back, but we're leaving now, and I need you to meet us down here. So ideally, Agatha would be like walk onto the scene sometime right around now.
Yeah. Yeah. I think how this plays out is that, it's like you said, you've been through these timelines, but also you're not beholden to just causality is a loose concept for Kronos. I think if you spend the 3 stress, I don't know if you have an ability that reduce the stress on a flashback, but it would be normally a 3 stress. Okay. So yeah, take your 2 stress for this flashback.
Okay.
I think Janus in this moment, your flashback is you moving back in time for just a moment in preparation for this. And you go to Moonflower's home. She got Agatha back in the time you have been preparing and like recovering from your mission at Storm. She's gotten her back from the hospital, and you go to Moonflower's home, and she says, she brings you into her home, and Moonflower says, she's been asking to see you. Like she knew you would be coming soon. And you come into her living room, and you've only seen the young Agatha, or younger at least. She's older now. Her hair is long and completely gray. She's got more wrinkles. She seems small and frail still. But she sees you, Janus, but she opens her mouth and she says, Cronos, you're so beautiful. You've held everything together, all the timelines, everything we've tried. Look at you. You seem happy.
I think I am. Finally, I think I think this is the one.
Seen you fight and fail so many times. I'm so happy to hear that. It's happening now, isn't it? Oh, go ahead and ask your question.
You've seen the timelines too, the same way I have?
Yeah. But not like you. You see them all at once. It's like I saw them back to back.
Must have been hard. I'm sorry that you were left there for so long. It's so much for one person to go through.
Did it to protect her.
I understand. This should be the last time, Agatha. But it's happening now, and we need you.
This might be the end of it. I don't know what's going to happen. When we first opened this, we didn't discover the dreaming, we created it. Its timelines overlapped ours. If we bring it back to one timeline, I don't know what will happen to the dreaming. And I don't know what will happen to the things it has brought, both good, beautiful, or evil. But you're right. We need to stop it. I'll be there.
We'll be there. I trust you'll arrive at just the right time.
That's your specialty, isn't it?
Okay. Rest up. We'll see you soon.
You warp back to this timeline. You see Corvus is down on the beach. She is single-handedly just like wrestling with these lions, just sword and feathers and claws, and it's mayhem down there, but she's just having the time of her life down there, protecting, keeping everything from like spreading out from there. And you see down at the beach is Moonflower, scared as hell, but being gently, she's helping Agatha, but you can tell Agatha is leading her along. She walks down to the water, and She gives a kiss to Moonflower. And as she steps onto the water, she begins to take on that similar glow to when she was the conduit. And she no longer steps, she floats along the water and then up towards the top of the tower. Her now long hair is now flowing all around her. As she is just glowing here, and she begins to try to hold this rift together. Nif, she is now making things easier on you, Concordia, to try and hold this.
Nif is going to reach out a hand.
And she'll take it. The glow kind of flows towards you as well. Verdade, you have Blacktail in your arms. He is kicking and clamoring, but you can feel how weak he is in your arms. He says, I didn't fail. I can still do it. Still hold it. I can still don't leave me.
We need your help. That thing out there doesn't care about you or what happens to you or what happens to any of us. It is determined to destroy our world and your own.
You don't care either. You've thrown me aside. Lykos threw me aside, did not give me what I needed. I've been thrown aside again and again, and it will not happen again. I will succeed.
You've made your choices, and I don't have time for your self-pity right now. I am trying to save my world and theirs. You can either help us, or I can let Lykos finish what they started. There is time for you to make a better choice, but that time is very quickly running out.
What would you like to roll?
Empathize, I would hope, because that would be my preference, and I have heartfelt, so when gathering information about someone's emotions, I can roll a plus 1d.
Okay. Empathize. What's it say there?
I've got 2 in empathize. I'm also fine with whatever if you think a different one is better, that's totally fine.
I think empathize is fine. Empathize would be more you trying to understand where he is right now emotionally. You would be able to like touch the core of him and understand where he is. Forgive would express or forgive would be to like try and change that situation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm the same in either express and forgive. It's 1 dot in both, so either is fine.
Let's try a forgive roll.
I'm going to spend a stress to give you another dice.
Thank you.
Have you already done your action with the NIF link?
I have, yes.
Okay.
I have a Cali link. I'll burn that for a +1.
All right, so that puts me at 4.
We're so good at this game, you guys. We're the best. We're the best at being magical girls.
So much moonlight.
6614.
Woo!
Oh, that's a critical?
Yep.
There have been so many critical successes today.
What do you say to change the heart of Blacktail forever?
I mean, what more can I say at this point?
Give him a little kiss on the forehead.
Yeah,
I think
or
I'll,
do- Yeah, say
Steven
or do.
Universe, the hand on the chest. You have an opportunity here to change the course of your own life and the course of our world. We need your help. And if you are with us, then we are with you as well. If you're not, well, you've seen how that goes. But I can guarantee you that thing out there doesn't give a fuck about you.
Yeah. You say this, you put your hand to his chest. And I think for the first time, he stops trying to get away from you. And you feel how lonely he is. You see him in a world that doesn't look very different from yours, but where your world is day, his world is night. Where you have light, there is only darkness. Where there is happiness and joy to be found in your world, there is none in his world. You see him as a child, clamoring to be something more, something that is important and revered. You see him coming up in the ranks of the dreaming. You see him looking up to Lykos, the general, leading forces into the land of the dreamers, the world of the dreamers. And you see him covet that. He does not stand in awe of what he sees, he covets it. He gets passed over again and again and again, being a just low level for so long, until suddenly Lykos isn't there and he seizes his spot through brute force, making sure that no one has the opportunity to take what will be his. But you touch at that seed of loneliness, that seed of jealousy, of avarice, and you feel it soften. He just cries.
Well, I'm already holding him, so I'll just hold him a little closer.
He sobs into your shoulder. He said, I didn't know this is something you could feel.
Yeah. It's not the most fun in the world, but it's important. Do you know how we can stop this? You have answers the rest of us can't possibly have, right?
I don't know. I don't know how to stop it, but I'll help you try.
When the two of you were one, was there anything that you could glean from it? Ways that the plans can be spoiled or hindered or halted altogether?
When I came through on my own, I think I did it the same way Lykos did. It became something different, something physical. And I think he needs that. He can't bridge the two on his own. He is only the dreaming. He is not physical. He's not capable of dreaming himself. That's all I felt. I felt he needed my form. He needed me.
He doesn't have you now, so.
Then you have him on the back foot.
Would destroying him, I don't know if you know, but would destroying him destroy the dreaming as a whole?
I don't know. I
Okay.
wish I knew. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. All right. Now's the time to pull it together. We can cry more later if we need to. But we got to get something going.
He stiffens up. He says, throw me.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
I mean, I'm going over. I'm gonna go that way. Yeah.
Yeah. But he says, throw you. You're like, okay. And you kind of push him, and he like does the thing cats do. And like when you're like going to put them down, they kick off of you. Like, and he just springs forward and like
First he does the like head bob thing.
yeah, like
We call it helicoptering.
yeah, and he like launches himself up towards there, and
I will yell out, he's on our side now. Because I don't want anyone to harm him.
That's very... Lykos kind of gives you a heavy side eye.
Mm-hmm. We'll deal with that later.
Still
Nick
holding on to like liquid fucker.
Concordia laughs.
yeah, you have a new ally. If this wasn't the final mission, you would gain an XP because of your ability. But like, I mean, gaining XP, maybe it'll bump y'all up. You'll get a new power in this moment, but I don't know. Like
Power up, like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Concordia and Agatha are holding the rift for the moment. Verdade, true to your name, you saw the truth of someone and found a way to forgive them. That brings us back to Lykos. You have the form of Oniros, and how are you feeling towards Oniros right at this moment?
There is nothing in Lykos's heart but rage. If they are a weapon, then they will be the best weapon. If they are blunt, it will just make the blows hurt worse. What season is it now?
You are in Southern California, so seasons are a loose term, but yes, it is. I would say we determined it was winter, but it's still
All right.
very, very mild here for winter. It's more of a slightly wetter season.
Okay. All right. So it can't quite get to freezing. So I'm not going to be able to, like, freeze this guy. There are crystal... So the spiral, can I tell if it's hollow or if it's, like, solid?
It is solid crystal through here. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna figure this out, gang. because nobody else can fight this bitch. I'm the only person who can fight this bitch.
Except
And
your rivals, right?
Yeah, except for all my rivals, but I'm also the only person it can fight. I'm the only
Gotcha. Yeah.
so it can't do anything else to anybody else. Which
But
is
as
going to
soon
be
as
a
you
problem.
untranscend, I'm the only rival, and I'm the one who can finish the job.
Yeah. But that's okay, because So this like little liquidy, how liquid is it? Like how would you describe is it like more
It's not that he's liquid. It's like he doesn't have like it's like he is a psychic projection on this world. He doesn't have a
Okay.
true physical form. It's like your hands know where to grab because, like in a dream, you know what an object is.
Okay. So this is going to be a little bit fucky now.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to shove my gauntlets into him, and I am going to try to channel his dreaming energy into my dreaming conduit and basically use him as a living battery and suck the life force from him. If he is just a dream, I am made of dreams. I am a creature of the dreaming. I will consume this bitch.
All right. What role are you making in this moment?
Defy?
Okay.
Maybe?
Go ahead and roll
Hold on,
defy.
I gotta plug in my thing. Because otherwise, I will not be able to hear anybody. Which would be bad.
I have so many Cary links. You should take a +1 on this roll.
Oh, fantastic. I love a good +1. I am also going to push myself.
Okay.
And Nif is like kind of on the other side, right? Like Nif is on the other side of Goop.
Is like up here in general, floating around you. So
Okay. Would you say that this is an obstacle between me and my rival?
no, there is no obstacle between you and between you and your rival?
Yes.
No, because of the way you have him pinned right now.
Damn.
He has not taken a position where he would be a threat to you at the moment.
All right.
I am going to take a stress because I'm pretty low in stress, so you can do an extra die. Burn them while you got them.
Okay, cool. Cool.
So that's been a link and a stress to give help. Okay, cool.
Link and a stress. I'm pushing myself. And I'm like pretty high on stress and I want to save some. So I'm going to accept a poison promise. And do I have to tell the table or can I just tell you, Mal?
So that die is you can either push yourself or accept a poison promise.
Oh, okay. So I will not push myself and take 2 stress. I will accept a poison promise.
Okay. If you do not succeed in this, you will become his new vessel. You are just as worthy as Blacktail was.
Incredible. What a good thing. So I have 6 dice right now. So we're gonna hope and pray to whatever god you believe in, gang. Maybe this is how Cary goes missing.
Stop it.
Lykos has a new girlfriend who has lots of time fuckery.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
I knew my luck had to run out at some point. Okay, fuck. Is there anything I can do
Concordia,
about this?
if there is a consequence
it?
that will come of this, Concordia is going to drop out of the sky to shield Lykos.
To protect. Okay,
To
so you're
protect
going
Lykos.
to. Okay.
Is
you
there
can
a way that I can refuse this?
No, fuck you.
Wait, what did you actually roll though? I gotta know all the.
I
let's-
have 2 2s and 4 1s.
Shit.
Oh,
Are you serious?
Wow.
Yeah, I can
Yes.
send
Rude.
you a picture
I mean, I so
of
believe you,
this
but holy
horrif-
shit.
like, oh god, this is bad. This
But-
did not go good for me. This was a calculated risk, but man, am I bad at math.
This is not a consequence that you can protect Cary from because of the poison promise. This is all Cary now.
Anything that I can do.
Like in the way that you can like protect from like something physical or even something, you know, somewhat emotional. There's no space between Oneros and Cary in this moment. And because of the way that the poison promise was, yeah. Cary, Lykos, you can resist.
Oh, hold on. Dozens. Are you doing a finger thing to?
Well, it depends. Are you going to try to resist this?
You also have your
put-
special armor from you have your armor from being transcendent as well, which
Oh,
counts
that's
as a
true.
resistance.
Okay.
Although this is your last action.
This is my
So-
last action. So, can I use the armor or
You can
since-
because we're dealing with the consequences of that action. Once we're done with those consequences, you will come out of transcendence.
Okay. Yeah, I'll expend the armor.
Okay. You
Fuck, that does not feel good. I thought I had such a good idea.
had a wonderful idea.
I'm actually
Of
kind
all
of
the
bummed
dice you
about
rolled.
this. I'm gonna be so real with you guys.
The dice are fucking mean
oh
sometimes.
yeah.
This is honestly, you had a great idea, but sometimes things just don't play out. What do you do to try it? What are you trying to do to destroy Oneros in this moment?
Cary Lykos is trying to pull the energy from Oneros to themselves. Can the armor protect from a poison promise, or is that different? Because the consequences and the poison promise are two different things, right?
Kind of. So basically, if you resist, you avoid the consequences. The poison promise is a consequence. It's one you accept ahead of time. So,
okay.
At least my understanding. Let's look at the book. Let's take a moment.
Yeah.
Let's play this out the way it should be. Because this is probably a huge moment. Let's see. Go to the index. Find where it is. Okay, so poison promises, characters. Suffer harm. Okay. Director, me. Oh, if accepted, the poison. Okay, so I need to change this poison promise because if accepted, the poison promise occurs regardless of the roll's outcome. So, I'm going to add a corollary to this.
Okay.
So the poison promise, and you can choose like, okay. Let's back up here. So if you fail, you become its vessel. Then that poison promise happens. Even you can't resist the consequences of it. You accepted the poison promise.
Yeah.
You pull Oneros into you. If you spend the armor, you can still pull the energy in, but you are leaving yourself exposed by doing this regardless.
That's okay.
If you spend the armor, you will not take harm from this.
I
I'll
accept
say
that.
that.
Okay.
But you pull Oneros into you. And first, you starts coming up your claws and arms. And for a moment, you think like, oh, yes, I'm in control of this. I'm taking you. This is you. But you realize as it reaches towards your heart, and you can feel like your heart stop. Looking at Lykos from the outside, it's like there's a core of light in their chest, and this thing just wraps itself around it. And Cary, in that moment, you know that you've made a grave mistake. You start to turn this amethyst purple as it reaches up into your neck. You feel yourself pulled into that place where there is no joy. There is nothing. There's no happiness. There's only want. There's only desire. There's only anger. And you feel yourself become small and terrified. And you are not in this scene anymore. There is only Oneros. And the rift pulses in this moment.
She's so,
It's okay, Al, you don't really have to leave the scene.
they're so small.
Oh,
shit.
are you okay?
On the floor.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
That's how you accidentally fall on the floor.
Okay.
Clearly, my decision making is just as good as Lykos's. Anyways, now I'm on the floor and I'm off. I'm not in the scene anymore, guys.
All right. I'm going to, unless Elle, you want to play this out a little bit more.
Oh shit.
I'm going to invoke Lost Cause.
Okay.
Oh.
And I'll read that, and then I'll pause so we can all react.
Oh, God.
Once per transcendence, when an ally suffers severe consequences, which I gotta say,
This is like
you may choose to abandon this timeline for a better one. Consequences they would have suffered are replaced by your suffering level 3 harm, Traveler's Despair. Your relationship to the person you save is different in this timeline. They will tell you how.
No. Oh, no.
in this timeline.
And I deeply trust Elle to make the most interesting choice.
In this timeline, Janus is Cary's rival.
Okay, I accept. I'm taking level 3 harm, Traveler's Despair.
So I'm going to go ahead and change this on the sheet.
So I'm imagining Cronos sees this happen, sees Lykos get enveloped by Oneros, and it's just like, I thought this was the one, but this is just another one where I just end the world again. I told you I would. I mean, the shrine, the trial of the Shrine of Eyes showed this to me. I will burn the world for you. So let's try again. snap.
Cronos, you see the anger in Lykos's eyes. Lykos, undo your last action. Take back your armor. You are still transcendent.
Well, I'm
time-
not gonna do that again.
Cronos, you have the chance to stop Lykos in this moment before trying to take in this energy from Oniros.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take my last transcended action then, and I'll do saw it coming, and I will expend my special armor to be in 2 places at once, or perform a similar feat of time manipulation. And from where Cronos was over by the tower, another Cronos. I guess Lykos is about to like thrust.
Yeah,
gauntlets.
Lykos is like getting ready.
And Cronos doesn't like. I feel like it would be tempting to just like do a running tackle.
Yeah.
And just like knock them both over. But but stops like just short of that. Like Cronos will run over and like kind of like grab Lykos's arms, and maybe they tumble a little bit, but it's not a full on tackle, but it's physical. And Cronos stops Lykos from plunging.
What are you doing?
Saving you, us, all of this. You can't drain him. I saw it. Choose something else.
Of course, another one of your time traveler tricks. Do you ever get tired of fighting like a coward?
Lykos, you feel that. Lykos, you feel a hand on your back. Agatha Vogel is behind you. She glows. You feel the warmth of her hand. It calms you, even just a tiny bit. You can feel the way that when your touch starves, someone like comes and puts their hand gently around your shoulder and you ease up for the first time. And she says,
I'm going through all the stages of grief right now, you guys.
We're all here with you.
She says, you've sacrificed so much. You don't have to give in to his anger. Look at him. Look how pathetic he is. He's not able to stop you. Your violence was never what made you beautiful, Lykos. You always sought out something more, something to better yourself. He's not the way.
This is my job. I'm the soldier. I fight. I kill. This
In
is what I do.
every timeline that I saw as I watched you, you always were a friend first.
I can't be that anymore. Not like I used to.
Look at,
Is Oniros just like there?
it's still pinned down by Lykos. Like yes, there's like you stomped like the initial thing, but like I think Cary is like straddling this form.
Yeah. Kind of like wrestler in like submission move.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Nif or Concordia would like to send a wave to try to move Lykos away from Oniros and Nif will like drop down into that place.
Yeah.
Concordia. Punctual as always.
I was just a little above your head.
You always are.
And yeah, to just so everyone's on the same page, even you, Concordia, in this timeline, you're friends with Lykos. Cary has never had that rival relationship with you. That rivalry has always been with Janus.
I'm going to eat my own hands. I made this choice and I regret it. This is a strong narrative choice, but God, I wish it wasn't.
And Concordia would like to hold Oneros, but not in an angry way, in a gentle way. It must be so scary to be the thing that disappears in the morning. To be the figment of our unconscious minds. To be the product of everything that we're trying to process coming together in ways we can't even fathom, and to be in chaos and disarray, and know that when it ends, we forget you. That must be so scary.
I am not frightened. I know not fear.
You're from us. We all know fear. Fear is what keeps us alive. You trying to stay alive, you are all fear.
Please roll forgive.
And since I am still transcended, technically every protagonist counts as my rival, even though Nif is no longer my rival. So I am going to use my anything you do, I do better to assist a rival and grant them plus 2D.
Amazing. Because I am still lonely and I don't think I was singing there. So I don't know that, unless Mal would like to let me always be singing somewhere.
Yeah.
You're doing a Les Mis bit right now.
Yeah. The orchestra's going behind you.
Yeah.
I don't know what else is happening.
There are two of me in here, so one is singing.
Yeah.
We're doing
The
like an
other one's
Epic the
driving.
Musical thing right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And I'm
And I'll
also
use
going
one
to
of my
push
links.
myself.
And I'll use one of my links to give you another one.
Okay.
So you have 2 dice, one from Soliloquy.
I think that brings me to 5.
And one from pushing yourself. So yeah.
That's
Yeah,
with the
like-
that's with that.
Mm-hmm.
Lykos is still angry and still wants this thing to die, but I think that they love Concordia more than they hate Oneros.
It's not a critical success, but it is a 6.
Hey!
Okay.
And just Nif is there's always this music that is, inspiring allies or soothing the troubled hearts of foes. And Nif just has Oneros' face in their hands and is so tender and caring because we create dreams. They are part of us.
You spoke about fear. And you hold no malice towards this creature. You understand what it is. And like dust, it turns to like purple smolders, like ashes, cinders. Oneirus begins to break away a little bit at a time.
I will remember you. And your dream will live on in me.
And you feel the anger break away. You feel the avarice. You feel the desire, that drive all starts to break away. And at Oneiros's core, there was always only fear. The lie of Oneirus is shed away. And you find the form of Oneirus, pale and gossamer ephemeral, so afraid of everything.
And I am here with my harmony to give this fear home.
It shatters. Not with any force. It just breaks apart into dust. It's like diamonds on the wind, like stars in the sky. It floats away. No grandiose final words. Just the acceptance of what it always was. Oneirus is no longer the threat. But the world, but the consequences of that fear still sit above you. This rift keeps pulsing out. The tower is beginning to break away piece by piece from the bottom, where it's widest, where it's largest, where there's more smaller pieces of amethyst begins to break away into the water. The rift is above you. But as this diamond dust in the sky begins to float around you, you feel like you're yourself, Nif. You look up into the rift and you're the first to see. It's like a mirror. You feel you are not transcendent right now, but you see the two forms of the gods that make up Concordia, separate, arm in arm, reflected back at you. Janus, you see the same thing. You see this clockwork form, but different, been through different timelines. Look back at you, reflecting your face. Cary, you see Verdade. Verdade,
Callie?
she
swapped.
Huh? Oh, Cally. Sorry, Cally.
It's okay.
Verdade, you see Verdade. They reflect back at you. They have a sword in this form. It's different. It's somehow you can see the way that as you're seeing these, you see the ways that you have reflected on them and they have reflected on you. You see there are aspects of these forms that you feel, that you know are part of you now. Cary, in this moment, you are so human. You first look at your hands, they have no claws. You look up and you see reflected where once you saw the dark reflection of Santa Marta, you see it becomes like a mirror. It reflects the truth. You see Lykos, but not with claws extended. You see the proud, the self-actualized Lykos. You see that Lykos is proud of you. Agatha takes your hand, Cary, and will take your hand, Nif. Who do you reach out to?
Nif is going to reach out to Callie.
We'll reach out to Janus.
Janus will close the loop.
Janus, you reach out to Cary's hand, the sting of what might have been.
All right, just this once. Don't get used to it.
And you feel the warmth and glow off of Agatha as she says, "This is our time. We have to seal this forever."
All right.
Agatha says, "You've given up so much to get here. And though no one's going to remember this happened, you will. You fixed what I could not.
I couldn't have done it without you.
I mean, I'm not going to say anything nice, but I'm glad we're not all dead.
As you laugh at that, you feel that joy enter your heart. It breaks the tension in the way that only Cary can. I think Agatha even laughs at it. And that joy rings out through you as you are here together in the air. The forms of the gods that helped you smile back at you. And the rift begins to fade away like a dream after you've awakened. And I think that's where we will call it for now.
Are you sure?
We can stay.
Yeah.
That's where the mission will end. You all, Agatha is fine. She goes back to her life with Moonflower. They make up for lost time.
And it is well funded.
Corvus is the same as Cary, human, much to her chagrin. Let's briefly have a small epilogue for our characters.
Who
As
we'll
you-
see in season 2.
They will return in season 2. Maybe. We'll see. But I think we need to have a small epilogue for these characters as you go back to your human lives. Kai remains, though none of the magical qualities of the hideout seem to stay intact. Kai is some
It's-
sort of construct and thus a little bit different, but they remain helpful whenever you need them. Let's start with Nif.
Nif, does Helios remember? Because Helios had been touched by the dreaming.
I would say yes. Those who have been touched by the dreaming, like Max, like Splendiferous, those who have been touched by the dreaming remember, but it's faint for them.
As though a dream.
Mhm.
I think Nif goes back to Helios and, will always, I think they just kind of, there's a distance there just because of what Nif has gone through, but not in a negative way, but in we are both individual people with our own histories and our own, experiences kind of way. And I think it just makes her grateful for that, grateful for this kind of connection that, she was holding two different entities in her, and, losing that definitely kind of has given her pause over time. And I think she also catches herself trying to speak into her friends' heads on a regular basis, and just kind of the emptiness of oh, right, they can't hear me when I tell them I love them, so I'm gonna have to text them instead. But I think, after graduation, and I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in the next season, so this could be after a whole other season, but I feel like, Nif is a researcher and Helios is a professor, and they have twins. And I think that the twins are all going to get names. Like, there's going to be Poppy, who is Nif's favorite person, but there's also going to be, Callie and Cary and Janus in there. They all have both of them have two middle names, but I think they'll have names for the two gods, Marius and Teffia, who you would have seen had Nif ever eclipsed. But Marius, the water god, and Teffia, the earth goddess. So her twins are named for those parts of her and for the other parts of her. And you are all godparents, including Cary.
Just mortal parents.
Hey, maybe season 2, like, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get everybody back and everything will be great.
Cary trying to teach these little babies to do taekwondo as soon as they can stand.
Yeah. Where do we find Janus in your epilogue?
Janus takes some time to recover from that final battle with the Traveler's Despair. I went back and read level 3 harm meant that she was incapacitated and like unable to move and unable to do anything. So she was rough. And I think that Janus feels a bit of melancholy. It's one thing to be part of a group that remembers something that nobody else does, but within the group, Janus remembers a timeline and a relationship that nobody else does. And I think that's really hard. And I think that she tries really hard to embrace the act of letting go as much as she can in other places in her life. I think she finally does like step back from Robotics Club and passes it on to Splendiferous to try to make letting go feel normal and like something that she's capable of. And probably takes it a little far, like probably like lets go of some of her anxiety around performing in school and maybe like gets a B on a test.
Oh
But
no.
Eventually I think comes to peace with it and still will always love Cary, but just that's just for Janus now. And that's something that she gets to carry with her and have for herself.
All right. Where do we find Callie?
Crying.
Oh.
I think. Well, I think Callie is gonna move out, move in with Cameron, and I am still trying to figure out if I'm gonna stick with Callie for season 2. I think the group is all still trying to figure out what we're gonna do. So, for now, I think we leave Callie with the fun conversation of, "Hey, mom, moving out," and keep doing the school thing and keep building the friendship with Cameron and see where that goes.
Yeah, I think you definitely, at least become roommates, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, Callie will move in and we will continue
They
to be
were
friends.
roommates.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Where do we find Cary? As again, you are oh so human.
Cary is horrifyingly, terrifyingly human, but they still lost a part of their humanity, and they didn't get it back just because they're human with a capital H now. And it's hard for them to navigate the world. They always knew that the world was not built for any version of them, but now it is built distinctly to combat them. And they know that the things that they say aren't right, even if they think they are. They can see the looks on their friends' faces. Janus keeps looking at them strangely as if there's some sort of secret language that the two of them share, but Cary doesn't remember it. All Cary knows is some scientist with too much brains and not enough combat focus. It's hard to navigate being human. And for a little while, they do a good job. They communicate with everybody. It's almost constant. They go to their veteran meetings. They watch Janus as she works and occasionally make snide comments that are quietly asking for more information on whatever project she's doing. Because even if they're rivals, Cary can't help but be interested in just what robotics Janus is capable of creating. They help Callie move. They navigate things with Nif. And then one day, Cary is gone. And there is no sign of them getting up and leaving. All of their stuff is still in the apartment. The Godzilla memorabilia, the DVDs, their phone, their laptop. And included in their stuff is something that no one had ever seen before. Pages and pages of sketches of their friends, of people that they saw on the street, of things they saw in the dreaming. Everything that was Cary's is left behind. But Cary is somewhere else. And there's no signs or clues for what happened to them. If you want signs or clues of what happened to them, watch season 2.
Yeah. The sun sets down over San Joaquin Bay. Life in Santa Marta continues. New freshmen come into UC Santa Marta. A coconut mascot rolls across the quad, and life begins again in Santa Marta. Though this chapter has ended, we will be back in a fractured dream. With that, that's where we'll end tonight's session and tonight's season, this season of An Empty Dream. I am buzzing inside, so let's please do our outros so I can yell in the after show. Like,
Oh, is it me first? It is.
It is.
Oh my God. Hi, my name is Chantel. I have been Nif, aka Concordia. I am only here. Please come find me. Tuesday nights. It's just the best time.
Hi, everybody. In true CED order, it's me, L. If you'd like to see if I will continue to be L, you can find me at SapphicSoulful or at SoulfulSaphic on the social medias. I will say, for a little bit, we were hurtling towards a non-tragic Cary ending, and then the stuff with Oneros and the reset timeline happened, and I was like, yep, it's tragedy time, baby. Rest assured, Cary will hopefully return in season 2. It's just, not gonna be for a little bit. You can find me on Mr._Mephisto's channel on Thursday playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, where I play a character who is much less traumatized than Cary. Actually, they are a, vampire from New Orleans who got turned in 1980. And they are a strictly vegan vampire who only feeds on animals, and they're super duper excited to be in Chicago. They're in the big city, folks. So go watch that. They're pretty adorable. And then on Monday, you can head over to Bardic Inspiration Network at 6:30 Eastern. Oh, Mr. Mephisto is going to be at about 9:30 Eastern. So 6:30 Eastern for Bardic Inspiration Network. We're playing Tales of Exandria, Swords of Byrodin. We are exploring Five Nights at Freddy's with a man who thinks that he is Vaxildan. He is not Vaxildan. He is visibly not, but he thinks he is. And we are just straight up in Five Nights at Freddy's, gang. I think we just talked to William Afton before we ended last session. So if you want to go watch us fuck around with William Afton and Exandria, go watch that. It will also probably be less sad than this game. Dozens, that's you, buddy.
I'm Dozens. I have been playing girl scientist and time traveler Janus Quinn. It's so sad. And also Cronos. And that's all I can do.
Hey friends, I'm Silky or Jaden. You can find me everywhere online as FatSapphicBro. Wow, that was a lot. I mostly hang out on TikTok for as long as we have it, and I'm trying to get into doing Animal Crossing New Horizons on Twitch and YouTube, but I'm been a little lazy with it. But follow me if you want. You know, yeah. As for teaching, I'm so not a person right now. So sad. Okay. As for TTRPG actual play streaming, all the details are in the announcements, but I'm here on Twitch most Sundays, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Most Mondays, 6 to 9 p.m. Most Tuesdays, 6 to 9 p.m. All Pacific time, not the last 7 days of the month. Thank you for hanging out with us.
And I am the puddle of emotions, formerly known as Archangelic. You can find me here at all the times that Soliloquy said. And you can find links for me at my website, archangelic.space. I do professional GMing. If you want me to break your heart, please book me, startplaying.games/GM/archangelic. We have there, if you've missed any of our episodes, please go back and watch this whole season. It's been great. It's been fantastic. You can now binge the whole season on YouTube as soon as I get up this VOD. So yeah, the link is in our channel description. It's also in our link tree. We have an audio cast version of this. You can find it wherever you find podcasts. An Empty Dream. You can search up An Empty Dream or Lantern Lane Adventures. We're about to do our after show, which is going to be a mess. So yeah, that's a Patreon supported after show. You can find that patreon.com/Lantern Lane Adventures. It's always going to be free, but your support would mean the world to us. Thank you to you wonderful players. Thank you so much. Thank you to our audience who have stuck around as we went over time, but we needed to get this out. Thank you to Polygeist, our producer, for helping us stream the show. We really couldn't do it without you. We appreciate you. And with that, as always, we love you, and we hope to see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Coconuts.
Go coconuts!
Coconuts.
Coconuts.